I should stop filming this when I'm backing out and can definitely not look at the camera, but at this point it's the aesthetic. What is up? Today is June 8th, so I am on my way to the Rwrb Bodice for the Casey McQuiston signing. I am very excited for Casey McQuiston. As we all know, I am not as thrilled to see and share a room with Taylor Jenkins Reid, but you know, we are all adults here. I am sure that Taylor is a fine individual. Since that reading update, I finished The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The second half of the book was far less racist, or at least it was less insensitive, we'll say. I won't say that it was full-on racist, but it was less insensitive. I went live where I just kind of rehashed the whole situation, added my final thoughts. I went live on Twitter because it's easy to go live on Twitter, so I did that. I might link that down below, along with my Goodreads review of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I will not be making a standalone video. I might talk about it if I ever get around to doing like the mid-year book freakout tag, or at the end of the year. I say if about the mid-year because I don't know if I'm going to be able to film and edit that video before I leave for the summer. But I will probably talk about it at the end of the year in like a most disappointing reads situation. But I will not be making a standalone video because I've said everything I need to say. There's nothing more for me to go with that. So that is what it is. I didn't like the book, so there's that. But before I get to the Rwrb Bodice, I want to stop at Lush because the other day I found out that they have like I don't want to say, I guess it's like a chewable toothpaste situation, which really intrigues me because the other day I was watching, I think it was like scrolling through Twitter, and Now This had like spotlighted this woman's company who's doing like a similar thing. They put it in like a glass bottle so you reduce your toothpaste waste, so you don't just like, because you don't only throw out your tube of toothpaste, there's still toothpaste in the tube, but I'm not going to be sitting here cutting it open. So if I can just like take the tab and like, once the tabs are gone, the tabs are gone, that works for me. So I'm going to go to Lush because I found out that they have that similar product, and they have a charcoal variety, and I am a slut for charcoal. Like, if you tell me that there's charcoal in a product, I'm going to use that product, because I don't know what it is about charcoal, but I just really fuck with it. I blame this charcoal lemonade I had years ago because it was the shit. So love me a charcoal product, so I'm gonna go pick that up, and I think I'm gonna try and pick up a couple of little goodies for Melanie from Mel to the Any, and Heather from Aphrodite Reads, because they are also going to be at the Rwrb Bodice today. And I know for a fact that Melanie said that they were bringing me books, which had me shook, because let's be real here. Like I've said many a time, I'm not really on BookTube to make friends, but Heather and Melanie are both people I've had really brief conversations with. I'm not going to say that I've had like extensive, like hour-long chats with them, but they were both like really great communications, and I love them both as people, and so I want to get them something since I'm going to be seeing them, and one of them I know is bringing me things, so I feel like it would just be rude to have this knowledge and then just show up with nothing. So that's what I'm going to do, since I'm already going to be at Lush anyway, and I know for a fact that Melanie likes Lush, and I don't know if Heather does, but we're just gonna wing it and cross our fingers, and we'll see how it turns out at the end. I might try and vlog some of the conversation that happens at the Rwrb Bodice. I don't know, you know. I'm not a vlogger, I don't do vlogs, but this seemed like a thing that I needed to at least document in some kind of way. So that's what we're gonna do. I do know, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna roll down these windows now so I can stop sweating and so I can stop being gross, and I can focus on the actual task of driving. So, be back later. So I feel like the title, one second. I feel like the title of this video is going to be a little bit clickbaity because I don't actually have any footage of the actual signing that I went to. I didn't take pictures with Casey McQuiston. I didn't take pictures with Taylor Jenkins Reid. But I went, I saw, it was great. I think other people will have footage. I think that Heather from Rwrb Reads was filming some stuff. So if you're looking for that content, you can DM her about that. You can go to her mentions. You can slide into her comment section because she might. But I was there to live in the moment. And it was a great event. The conversation was really great. Just briefly, I think that I just want to mention that on Twitter, Casey has talked about their second book, their sapphic romance that they're writing, and they gave a synopsis of that book at the signing, and honestly, I need it in my life. When I say that I think that the bookish community is going to explode over the full synopsis of this book, I think they're going to explode because it was honestly great. I got my copy of Red, White, and Royal Blue signed. It is personalized, and I love it. They commented on the pink pages and the tabs, and you know what? I was here for it. I don't know what it is about the author commenting on the spray painting that I do, but I appreciated Casey doing it, just like I appreciated it when Adam did it. I did mention on Twitter that I'll be giving away the copy that came with the ticket purchase, because I don't need 2 copies. So it's not personalized. It's just signed. So probably look out on my Twitter, which link is always in the description, because it'll probably be a retweet follow situation. Okay, as for the rest of the evening, I got to have dinner with Melanie from L to the Any, who is going to be the person I'm hauling these books from, because they were so gracious and so amazing, and they picked up things for me that I didn't ask them to pick up. I didn't know they were picking anything up for me until like literally 2 days ago, and they were like, I have some books for you, and I was like, word. So we'll get to those in a second, but I had dinner with Melanie and Heather from Rwrb Reads, and Chelsea Dalling from Chelsea Dalling Reads, and Madeline from Novel Inc. And honestly, my mind was blown the entire, 3 hours almost that we were together, because, one, I got to have, these really great bookish conversations that I don't ever get to have, so that was A+, but also, these are just some really welcoming, inviting people, and I think that this is really, maybe if my microphone is angled toward me, that would be a good idea. This is, I think, the epitome of what the bookish community is, just these people having, I don't know. It was just a really great time. I'm really happy that it happened, but I don't want this little vlog. It's not a vlog. It's literally 2 clips to be too long. So I'm going to get into this haul. I guess the first thing we can talk about is this Tortine tote bag that says Flaunt Your Fandom. Melanie, if you want this tote bag back, let me know. I can mail it to you. I don't know. So that's the thing. I have an idea of one of the books in here based on a conversation we had, and I know what one of them is because Melanie pulled it out of the bag and my soul low-key left my body and then returned. But everything else in this is a literal mystery, so let's figure this out. First one we're pulling out is The Gone Dead, a novel by Chanel Benz. I've never even heard of this one. I think I saw this in a couple BEA hauls. It is out on June 16th. So this is an ARC. Let's see what it says on the back here. I'm probably going to speed this part up and I'll come back after I've read it. Okay, so it seems like it's a mystery situation. Billy James, seems like, I guess her father died when she was 4 years old. She went missing, and now she's coming back, and there's some mystery happening. This seems like it's an adult novel. This does not strike me as a young adult one, so, adult booktube, I'm coming for you. I don't know. It sounds interesting, though, and it's short. It's not very long. The arc of this is under 300 pages, so okay, thank you. The next one we have is Swipe Right for Murder by Derek Millman. Again, we're going to speed up. I think I've seen a lot of people talk about this one. I want to say that, I think it's Tom Ryan has been pushing this one, but I'll be back. Speed up. We're going to read the back. Is this an arc? Yes. This one is released on August 6th. So, check for that. Okay, so I feel like this is gay. I feel like this is gay. It's Hitchcock meets Adam Silvera and David Arnold. I've not read David Arnold. I tried reading one of his books and I did not get very far. But there's a hookup turned deadly. The FBI is involved. There's a murderous cult. There's maybe some cyber terrorism. It's a chunky one. It's a James Patterson Presents novel, which I think people generally like those ones. This one is another chunky one. This is 400 pages as the arc. Again, like I said, it's out in August, so I have a little bit of time to get to this one. So we got some gay thriller vibes. Love that. Next, we have a finished copy of With the Fire on High, which is the Book of the Month version. This was the one that I kind of knew based on conversation. This is Elizabeth Acevedo's sophomore novel. So, I've heard nothing but good things about this, but I also heard nothing but good things about, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I actually like this Book of the Month cover and not the original hardcover that's, like, glossy with, like, the food, because I think that cover looks really ugly. So I actually prefer this. Come for me in the comments if you want, but I think the other one is just ugly. I think it is. I hate it. I hate it with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. So, I heard nothing about good things about this one so far, but again, I heard nothing about good things about the Poet X, and I had some issues with the Poet X that led me to not rate it. Partially because it was told in prose, but partially I think that people, felt it was about one thing, but I feel like it was about another thing, so that's a whole other story. Then, the next thing I'm pulling out is We Hunt the Flame. Again, it's the Book of the Month. This one, I think, has also been pretty popular recently, and this looks pretty hefty. This is 472 pages. This is Middle Eastern fantasy. I don't feel the need to really go in too much about this one, because, again, this one's pretty popular. And, again, it's a Book of the Month one, so, fantasy and me have not really been getting along lately. So, I mean, I have read the Shadow Hunters. It's the stack. So, technically that's fantasy, but I guess I should be a good booktuber and, like, have these where you can actually see them. There is two things left. And, well, I also have a Mel to the Any bookmark, so #merchandise. Here are all of their links. Hold it up. Can we get it in focus? There we go. So shout out to them. The next one is the arc that I saw. And I have to say that I was not expecting to ever get an arc of this. But to have, like, a physical one, and it is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. This doesn't come out until February of next year, so I don't know how soon I'm going to read this, because if I love it, I don't know. But I'm very excited about this one. This is I want to say it's what is the word I'm looking for? Historical fantasy. I want to say it takes place in the 60s, but I could be very wrong about that. Let's read. This is not set in the 60s. It's a NASA mission to Mars. So this is probably contemporary. I don't know where I got the 60s from. So, can we just talk about how not only did Becky Albertalli get to blurb this, but so did Karen and McManus. Like, the two people I think should have nothing to do with writing queer people, but that's a story for another day. And then, what is this? Is this another? Oh, I have 2 Mel to the Any bookmarks. So I guess if you win Red, White, and Royal Blue, you're getting a Mel to the Any bookmark, because there's 2, and I'm not a big bookmark user. So shout out to whoever wins this. And then the last arc in here, I don't even know if it's an arc, it's a book. It's a paperback. It is an arc from Tortine, and it comes out in September, and it is called The Infinite Noise, which looks like it's going to be an athletic romance. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so this is about a boy, or I guess I don't know how he's going to identify, but it's about a character named Caleb Michaels, who is 16. He's a championship running back who develops the ability to experience the emotions of everyone around him. So he's an empath, and he has a therapist, and apparently she's used to these people who have abilities, and she encourages him to explore a connection with a classmate named Adam. So this sounds really interesting, and because this is from Tortine, not gonna lie, I probably would have never thought to pick this one up. I don't think this would have been on my radar. But was this told in dual perspective? It is. We get Adam's perspective, or at least chapters named Adams. I don't know why that wouldn't be dual perspective. We also have chapters named Caleb. Okay, dual perspective. Gay, or at least male loves, some queer people. Okay, this is really exciting. So this is it. Maybe I'll get a good thumbnail. One moment. So these are the books. I'm very excited. I cannot do this. So these are the books. I guess the thumbnail should be like this. 1 second. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. We have a couple new releases and 4 arcs. So, this will probably be what I talk about. At least, I'll try to get to the Gone Dead, Swipe Right for Murder, and The Infinite Noise while I'm away for the summer, which I'll have a video on that, probably scheduled to go up on next Saturday. Try to get to those while I'm away so I can talk to you about them. And then, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put these because I need to buy another bookshelf. I really do. So I'm going to set these back down. I'll figure out a housing situation for these books later. And again, watch out for the tweet so you can enter the giveaway for this if you want a signed copy. But yeah, I'm incredibly grateful to Melanie for this. I was not expecting this at all, especially to be at BookCon and picking up books that you weren't going to keep, that you were going to bring to me. Like, I don't know, like that blows my mind. So again, I'm very, very, very grateful, and I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Today was a great day. I put that out in the universe this morning, but I really did not think that it was going to be as great as it turned out to be, because I honestly cannot. I'm just gonna go before I start to cry or whatever. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again in another video, hopefully soon. But until the next time, bye.